Hello everybody, how are you doing? Are you ready to sing the hello song? You are? Good. 1, 2, 3. Hello Michelle, hello you, hello everyone, it's nice to see you here. Oh, are you having a good day today? I'm having a pretty good day because I found not one but two very exciting things that put me in mind of a story. But I'm going to give you a bit of a clue because I've got a song that goes along with it as well. It's called The Brown Bear. Are you ready for The Brown Bear Came to Visit You? 1, 2, 3. The brown bear came to visit you, he growled, he growled. The brown bear came to visit you, he growled, he growled. The brown bear came to visit you, his nose was brown and his eyes were too. Could you hear him growling? Did he frighten you? Roar! Ooh, that's quite scary. We could do it scarier though. Should we do a bigger roar? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. The brown bear came to visit you, he growled, he growled. The brown bear came to visit you, he growled, he growled. The brown bear came to visit you, his nose was brown and his eyes were too. Could you hear him growling? Did he frighten you? Roar! Oh, that was quite scary. And I have found 1, 2 brown bears. Oh, have a look and see if you can spot the difference. There's quite a few differences. This is my first brown bear. Here he is. He is quite a big or small. What do you think? It's a bit difficult because you're not sure what you're comparing it to yet, but I think he's quite big compared to me. As bears go, he's a big brown bear with a very good woolly scarf and a woolly hat on too. There's my big brown bear, but look what else I found. I'll put him over there. Is this a big brown bear? No, it's tiny. It's very little. It's quite big when I put him there, because he's nice and close to you, but far away, he's tiny. And look, together, big, small, big, small. The big brown bear and the little tiny bear. It put me in mind of a very good story. Can you think what it might be called? Where's My Teddy? You're quite right. It's a great book. Let me put the bear there so he can listen from there, and the tiny bear over there as well. And look, I've got the biggest book. Oh, they're huge, the books I'm reading now. Look at the size of my book. It's almost as big as me. And there he is. That's a big bear. And that's a little bear, but I think when we read the words, he's not the smallest bear at all. Let's read Where's My Teddy? I quite like this book. It's quite fun, and it is all set in a woods. Yes, a dark woods. I wonder if it's the same woods as where the Gruffalo lives. This is going to be a struggle. Have a giggle if I get stuck on this book because it's so huge. Look, I'm going to move Little Bear and sit him with his friend over here. Can you see anything on my book and in my page? Can you see anybody? Is there a tiny, tiny, tiny little boy? There he is. Isn't he small? And he's walking along the path. His name is Eddie. And Eddie is off to find his Teddy. Teddy's name is Freddie. So which one's Freddie? Is that Freddie? Or is that Freddie? Don't know. Poor Eddie's lost his Teddy. Another rhyming book. Oh, look. He lost him in the woods somewhere. It's dark and horrible in there. Oh, I don't think woods are dark and horrible, do you? Look. No. I think woods are just very exciting and you can explore them. But can you see him down the bottom? He's having a look, following round to see if he can find the Teddy. But I can't see him anywhere. Help, said Eddie. I'm scared already. I want my bed. I want my Teddy. Oh, bless him. Look at his big eyes. He does look a bit scared, doesn't he? Keep looking. This is tricky reading this book. You're bearing with me very well. Oh, shh. There he is. Can you see? He says he tiptoed on and on until something made him stop quite still. Oh, I wonder what it's going to be. Oh my goodness, can you see me stood very still? Look out, he thought. There's something there. What's that? Oh, he looks quite shocked. What's it? Whoa! A giant teddy bear? Is it Freddie? Said Eddie. What a surprise! How did you get that size? Look how big the teddy is compared to him. He's enormous, isn't he? Huge and gigantic and massive. You're too big to huddle and cuddle, he said. Look, he can't take him into his bed to give him a snuggle to sleep, can he? He wouldn't even fit in the front door to get in the house, I shouldn't think. And I'll never fit both of us in our bed. Always having to have a bit of a think. Well, how on earth did his teddy get so big? Well, I have no idea. Do you know? It's a mystery. Then out of the darkness, clearer and clearer, the sound of sobbing came nearer and nearer. Can you see him listening to the sobbing? Oh, that's a sad sound. I never like it when I hear people cry because it makes me feel sad. I don't like it. And sobbing is another word for crying. In fact, sobbing means you're really, really upset. Oh dear, who could be sobbing? I hope the words here will tell me. I'm going to read them. Soon the whole wood could hear the voice bawl. How did you get to be tiddly and small? You're too small to huddle and cuddle, it said, and you'll only get lost in my giant-sized bed. Oh, somebody else has got the same problem, but for the opposite reason. They found a teddy that's too small, and Eddie's found a teddy that's too big. Do you think they've swapped? Let's keep on reading and find out. This is a mystery. What a page! Look at that. That's an oh, it's even bigger than enormous. It's a gigantically huge and big bear holding a itsy witsy teeny weeny tiny little puppy. Oh my goodness, it must be him who's upset. Oh yes, it is. It says so here. It was a gigantic bear and a tiddly teddy stomping towards. Look! The giant teddy and Eddie. Can you see? There's the giant teddy. And there's Eddie. And look, the teeny weeny tiny whiny little bear. Oh, I hope they're going to find out that they've got the wrong bears and do a swap. And look, Eddie's hiding. I think I might hide if I saw a bear that big. He's huge, isn't he? Massive. My Ted, gasped the bear. A bear, screamed Eddie. Look at that page. Isn't that fabulous? Oh, I'm very excited to see that. Everybody's happy for slightly different reasons, aren't they? They found one another. Oh, they're very excited. But Eddie's a bit concerned that the bear might get a bit cross with him, I think. Oh, a boy, yelled the bear. My teddy, cried Eddie. Look what's going to happen. Are you ready? He's picked up his big bear because he's so excited and dropped the tiny itsy bitsy teeny weeny bear. And here is Eddie waiting to catch it. Quick, Eddie, use your best catching skills. Oh, I hope he's been practicing ball games so he can catch it. Oh, I think the bear's more scared of Eddie than Eddie's scared of the bear. Because look, on this page, he's running away, isn't he? Yeah, though Eddie is running away with his bear as well. Then they ran and they ran through the dark wood back to their homes as quickly as they could. They're both scared of one another, aren't they? That just goes to show you Sometimes you can think because something's big or something's different, it's scary, but it's not, is it? It's just different. Doesn't mean it's scary. Oh, I like this page. Oh, look. All their way back to their snuggly beds where they huddled and cuddled their own little Teds. Oh, look. Imagine how big that bed and house must be to have that bear in there. And a bed is big enough to fit in. And there's his teddy. Would you like to see Eddie's teddy? He's on a tiny little bed. And does he even remember to take his shoes off? Oh, I like that. That's quite fun, isn't it? Shh. Look. Back to our very glorious Woody page. The mystery is solved. But how on earth did they both lose their teddies on the same day? How did you lose your owners? And my tiny one, which would be Eddie's teddy, has some words on his tummy and it says, in need of a hug. Oh, I'll give it a little hug. A nice snuggly teddy. And I suspect you'd like a hug too, wouldn't you? Oh, double hugs. Hugs for two teddies. Do you like giving your bears and your cuddly toys a hug? I do. I like giving my dogs a hug and my daughters as well. It's nice to give people hugs, isn't it? And it's nice to have hugs back. It makes you feel good inside. Well, as you can see in my book, there's no more words. And what does that mean? Yes, you always get it right. You're so good at this. It's the end of a story, which means it's time to say goodbye. You gonna join in with me? Good job. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye to all our friends. Singing I, yippee, yippee, I. Yee-haw! Singing I, yippee, yippee, I. Woo-hoo! Singing I, yippee, I.